if you create good things, the money does show up and the audience is there. South Park, how many seasons of South Park now? They've got to be in their 20 something. Someone will get me the number.
30.
It's 30.
Yeah,
So
I was
they
in
have
college.
just
30s.
listened to, yeah. Oh, right. I think it was 95. This
Yeah.
is season 30. Holy shit. And Simpsons is just like 76 years before color television. But listen to this. They have just re-signed South Park Land's $1.5 billion streaming deal with Paramount Plus. Trey Parker and Matt Stone are going to get 1.5 bill for basically for 50 episodes, 10 episodes a year for 5 years. And it's 300 million per year and shifts the full streaming rights to Paramount Plus. A lot of people are saying there's some weird connection here between this and the Colbert thing because that is the parent company of CBS. But the point at the end of the day is South Park is still edgy. It's still irreverent. My guys are still showing me clips before the show. I'm like, Dave, this is actually funny. And that's not what Dancing to Vaccines is.
They're geniuses. Trey Parker is like a straight up genius. Like when he's dead, people will talk about him the same way you might George Carlin or any of our political heroes. And the way that political comedic heroes, excuse me. And I would say that the way they've done it is they've been absolutely authentic. I think sometimes that came from like a video VHS cassette, just that 5-minute long Christmas episode.
Yeah.
And from that, unfolded that entire universe. There was billions and billions of dollars packed into that, like a sort of the nucleus of that initial commodity that they created. They've always stayed true to comedy. They've taken risks. There've been missteps. At least I've not always agreed with everything they've said. That doesn't amount to missteps. It just means I don't always agree with them. But they are always serving comedy. They serve comedy first and foremost. And anyone that's loyal to what they believe in, it's like being devoted. I think they're peerless geniuses when it comes to it. Simpson declined enormously.
Yeah.
South Park continues to sort of find new edges, and the way they do that is by sometimes being disgusting, by being awful, by challenging taboos, and they know that they're comedy. And further, they're not trying to be something else. Like whether a Book of Mormon is amazing, their student film about cannibalism, like that was amazing. He's so gifted. Their musical parodies are gifted. And presumably now someone at Paramount's worked out that's worth 1.5 billion. We can use it in this many ways. There's that much derivatives. They don't make mistakes, I don't think, in those areas, even when evidently losing money through someone like Colbert. That it made sense for as long as it made sense. So there must have been ways that it was functioning, presumably through their ability to advocate for big pharma and political causes, one might imagine. So it certainly weren't funny. But these guys, like by being true to themselves, they generate relentlessly good content.
Where did it debut? What network was it?
Comedy Central.
It was Comedy Central. That's right. I mean, I remember being at my apartment my junior year of college when this stuff was really coming out, and I was shocked. It's like, what did they just say? Yeah. Oh my gosh. And then if you could record it on your VHS and rewind it and go back and listen, it was shocking and so racy at the time, but creative. And I remember thinking that, and to think that now, look what they've gotten.
It's incredible.
Awesome. Again, capitalism. I love it. Go for it. Be creative. You never know. I think we have to, look at the big picture of Paramount and these executives who maybe are saying some of the same BS out loud, probably at their company DEI, HR meetings, et cetera. But what are their actions right now? To give this kind of money to a show like that has really probably, if you had to pick the political leanings of South Park just over the last decade, it's definitely more right.
Oh, it's definitely anti-woke, let's say.
That's the better way to say it, right? And so for them to say, you know what? Hey, obviously it's just about the dollar, the almighty dollar. They want to make money for themselves. But to me, it's a huge statement. It's a huge win for common sense. Anti-woke equals common sense. So I think it's great. And it brings me back to my really fun, naughty years in college.
Well, just the idea that something can last for so long is so
Crazy.
Powerful. The Simpsons, I know it doesn't really have much cultural relevance anymore, but that came out in 1989. It's still on every Sunday night. I actually did watch the season premiere this season. I haven't seen a new episode in like probably 7 years. It was pretty funny. Like
Really?
they did this thing where they claimed it was going to be the last episode, and then they said this is what AI created of the last episode of Simpsons, and it was pretty clever. But I remember when South Park came out in '95, and Simpsons was still at its peak. That's like season 7 of The Simpsons, so it was still like this. And I'm one of these people, like I just pick one. I was like, I'm a Simpsons guy. I will not watch South Park. I'm a Seinfeld guy. I'm not going to do Friends. I'm a Star Wars guy. I'm not going to do the thing with the little people with the hairy feet that Connor loves. That's my policy.
The Ewoks?
The Lord of the Rings. The Hobbits. The Ewoks are in Star Wars.
I know they're in Star Wars. But wait, what did I do last week?
Call yourself a journalist, Sage.
Oh, last week.
Transformers, robots in the skies. Ewoks are part of the George Lucas universe.
Yes.
I know. That's why I didn't understand. I'm like, are you crushing them? They're in the movie. What are you doing?
No,
okay, I'm gonna.
The Hobbits were little people with hairy feet that
I know.
they were getting the ring to go to the thing.
I know.
With the other guy and the bearded guy. And
You're welcome.